Okay, so let's run the application first of all and see what happens at the moment. So here's our default ASPX page, and I'm going to enter my name. So my name is Andy, and I'll click the login button. Now at this stage, obviously we haven't written any code behind for the login button, so there's not a great deal going on there. So that's our next task. So let's close Internet Explorer, select default ASPX, and select the button, and then come down to the event icon and add a handler for the click event. So let's just double click there. And here we are. It's added the handler method in my default web page. This is my default web page, and here's my handler method. So what I need to do here is to write some code to redirect the user onto the next page in the sequence, which is the order page. And the way you do that is by using an object called response. Response is an instance of the HTTP response class, and it has a method called redirect. And that enables you to redirect the user to a different web page. So let's redirect the user to a web page called orderpage.aspx. Okay, now before we actually run the application, I'm going to show you a little bit of syntax that you might or might not have seen before. Generally speaking, when you're referring to web pages and other files in a web application, you should use this syntax, a tilde and a slash, to make sure that ASP.NET looks in the correct location for that file. The tilde represents the root directory for your web application, and it ensures that no matter where you're currently at, it will start looking at the root directory, and there it will find the order page ASPX file. Okay, so let's run the application, Control F5, and see if the redirection does work. So I'll type in my name, Andy, and I'll click the login button. And that's great. It's taken us to the order page ASPX. Clearly the order page is empty at the moment, but it's taken us there. That's really good news. What actually happened then, if I just go back into the code, when you call redirect on the response object, it causes the ASP.NET web server to send an HTTP response back to the browser, telling the browser that it should point itself back at this page specified here. So it actually entails an extra round trip back to the client, so the client can then request order page ASPX. So the net result, as we've just seen, is that the browser ends up displaying order page.aspx. That's marvelous.